Welcome back, everybody. Now, a few days ago, all of the buffs went live for Nova, Howard the Duck, and Crossbones. So over the next 3 days, we are going to be going over and doing some gameplay with all three of these champions. And today, we are going to be playing with Howard the Duck. And since he's an unupgraded 3-star, we are going to go into the last quest of Act 3. And overall, this champion is very solid, 10 times better than he was. However, there is a little bit of a catch that you do need to remember. He has a Prefight ability. Thankfully, it does not cost anything. So yeah, you can just activate it. But the number one thing is you have to remember to activate it. So yeah, we're going to be going the path where we have a lot of class advantages and disadvantages. And we're starting with Black Bolt. So yeah, you have to activate the Prefight ability Auto Masher. The reason this guy is so solid is because he has a decent damage output and he's just got tons of utility built up. Now for synergies, we'll do that later. But the main thing that you want to do is do 3 combos, so that you can block and parry the most and keep building up your Furies. Now, if you have Auto Masher on and you throw a heavy attack, you gain, I believe, 5 armor breaks. So yeah, you always want to keep up your Furies and your armor breaks. And this champion's pretty basic to play. And then basically go for the SP2. However, you may go for the SP3 because that does stun afterwards. But Auto Masher is the number one thing that you do need to remember with this guy. Otherwise, he can be a little bit annoying and a little bit tricky to play. So yeah, you can see for this fight, we just keep doing 3 combos. We've built up 30 Furies. Yeah, this guy's pretty simple. I do like this guy's buff. It is a lot of fun in my opinion. And yeah, there I crit, and yeah, the fight's over. Alright, so that's first impressions of this guy, and I did really like him. But yeah, overall this guy has a very basic playstyle, but I'm going to keep stressing many times throughout this video to activate the pre-fight. And right here I did not, because I just wanted to show you guys how he's not nearly as good without it. You can still build up Furies and stuff, but yeah, it's not quite as good. But yeah, the armor breaks, you only can get 1 armor break, maybe 2 if you're lucky, I think. But yeah, I have 7 right here. And yeah, it's just a lot harder. And it takes a lot more time. But Kabam made an amazing decision to not make the pre-fight cost anything. So yeah, it is really easy to get it. And yeah, you just have to remember to do it. Yeah, you see, I'm only getting 1 armor break. Now I have 2 since I just did 2 Furies. Or 2 heavies. But yeah, I'm going to go for the SP2 right here. But yeah, I was just trying to keep up the armor breaks right there. And yeah, I throw for the SP2. I get the suppression, but I only get 1 suppression. That's also because Auto Masher's not on. But overall, before the buff, this guy was absolutely terrible. He had like no damage output or anything. So yeah, it was really sad, and it always made me very depressed to play with him. I never got out like pre-buff gameplay for any of these guys, which is a little bit disappointing. I always meant to. But yeah, that fight took a little bit over 100 hits. And yeah. Alright, but now we are going to be going back to the Auto Mashers. So I activate it. And yeah, all the when you activate Auto Masher, all mash effects take into place. And mash effects, what they do is they basically just enhance everything. So you do ideally always want it on. I can't really think of a scenario where you wouldn't. But yeah, overall this guy's got a whole lot of utility. He can also reverse the heal, and he can still heal block with the SP1. But yeah, overall I do really like this guy's buff, and he's a great heal counter. Deadpool will be coming up in a little bit, so we can try. So I don't think I thought of it. But yeah, I did go against the heal person on purpose, but I never actually did anything with it. I forgot to block it or anything like that, which was a little bit disappointing. But yeah, so you see here, I got 40 Furies up, and the Furies really do help out, and they are really easy to get, which is probably like the best thing about Howard the Duck. I hate champions who you have to work really hard to get the Furies. And Howard's Furies, like, on their own don't do very much. However, when they all stack, they do really help out. And really, they do increase his damage output. But yeah. So we turn on Auto Masher like normal. And yeah, as I just said, we did forget to do anything about the heal. But overall, where I'm thinking about him on the tier list is, well, we're adding 2 more tiers. So all powerful tier and powerful tier are going to be instead of the second and third best, they're going to be the fourth and fifth, and all superior and superior tier are taking their place. So I'm thinking this guy will probably be in all powerful tier, maybe. However, there is a high chance for superior tier. But yeah, the reason that we chose here is to do some gameplay. The final quest of Act 3 is because the point of this quest is to kind of give people who are like beating it for the first time a little bit of an insight into what they're in for in Act 4. So bigger health pools, but they wanted to go a little bit easy on them. Like some people with like not very much ranged attacks like Deadpool, and there's a couple of people with ranged attacks like Captain America OG and his SP2, and Thor and his SP2. But yeah, overall this is meant to like give people like a little bit of an insight. But now we do have Captain Marvel, and I activate the Prefight, and what I'm about to do is just a little bit something, like right here. I'm just checking to see if he has poison immunity, because we are about to go up against an Abomination afterwards. However, I will just take that with AntMan, because AntMan is basically, he's 5-star rank 2. And yeah, it'll just be really easy. Now for synergies today, we do have Nick Fury and AntMan on the team for evade charges. And then we have Black Panther Civil War, who should be getting buffed hopefully soon. Black Panther OG is, but not Civil War. But he deserves a buff. But yeah, we have him for the synergy with Nick Fury. So for the first 10 seconds of the fight, crit rating is doubled. Sadly, crit rating is not very huge here. But yeah, the Fury damage is really helping out. You can see all the orange numbers like on every hit. But yeah, I go for an SP2 and I get the kill. I get like the last 20% off. I am running a little bit low on health right now. Which is another reason I do not want to take the Abomination. Whenever we use an unupgraded 3-star, we usually do go into this quest. But yeah, most people don't survive past the Abomination, and if they do, they usually die on the Thanos. So yeah, we're going to see if we can beat the whole thing. I'm not going to spoil if we do or not. But yeah, yeah, I'm just plowing through this fight really easily with AntMan, just so like I don't have to die with Howard. All right, but here I am gonna go for the for the Drax. Even though I will have class disadvantage, I didn't really want to deal with the Captain America, because even if it's through the block, the SP2 can get a little bit annoying. So yeah, I activate the Prefight ability, and yeah, I do not heal up or anything. However, I do heal up before the Thanos, I'm pretty sure, since he has a lot more attack power and double the health, and you never do as much damage against him, which makes him even harder of an opponent for people who are originally beating this for the first time. But yeah, just remember for Howard, stick to 3 combos, get the armor breaks from the heavies, and always have auto mashers on. Alright, but I go for the SP2, get a bunch of suppression on him, and yeah, I got 20 Furies. And like, my favorite part about this guy is you don't even really need to like do something for the Furies. Like, technically you need to hold block and like get a parry kind of, but like it's not that big of a deal. It's so easy to build them up. And overall, right as of right now, unless someone else's buff blows my mind, then Howard the Duck is going to be my favorite buff. But yeah, Drax is at 11%, and yeah, I'm just trying to finish it off right here. And yeah, I finished it with only 7%. And yeah, now we're on Thanos. And I knew, like, before I went in, I just knew, okay, we're not gonna survive this. So I healed up. So yeah, I do heal up a little bit. I use, and the nice thing about these health potions are they don't cost really anything. And yeah, with such small health pools, they like don't cost anything, and like from the little health potions that will do nothing with 5-star rank 5s, they really do heal up unupgraded 3 stars a whole lot. But yeah, here I start out trying to get the armor breaks. I get another parry, and we're starting to have some big block damage despite us having 4 armor ups. But yeah, here I'm just starting to try to do 3 combos, get as many parries as possible. Yeah, and you don't want to do long combos just because you want to parry and build up your Furies. But yeah, here I'm just trying to bait out a special. Here I'm just trying to take as little block damage as I possibly can. You don't want to get hit by Thanos' special too. You always want to dex that. I didn't know it was a ranged attack until pretty recently. All the other times I fought him were just coincidences that I dexed the second part when he lifts up his hand. But yeah, I built up 33 Furies. I'm at 71%. He is at 74%. And yeah, here I just keep trying to dex take as little block hits as possible, and yeah, here I go for the SP3 to get the stun afterwards. But yeah, the SP2 is what you ideally want to go for at first. But then you do want to go for the SP3. And here I tried to do medium, light, medium, and then medium, medium, and then start a whole nother combo right afterward. But here I got the parry, thankfully. I refreshed the armor ups and got myself some more armor ups. So here I was like, okay, this is looking good. I got hit right there, so it did not look as great after that. But yeah, I'm able to dex that. We're a little bit over 100 hits into the combo meter. And I'm thinking, okay, I need some armor ups or armor breaks. So I throw some heavies into them, and here I throw another SP3, and yeah, this is what finishes it. The SP3 does do a whole lot of damage, and it is always very nice. But yeah, this was the first ever successful unupgraded 3-star challenge. Thanos or Abomination was always the one who killed me beforehand. But yeah, here I was just sitting there, and I was very happy with myself. Like, I was a little bit surprised that I did it. But yeah, like Howard the Duck's buff, I do really extremely enjoy. And I think this guy has tons of utility packed into him, and he's just such a fun champion all around. He's not exactly a full damage person, but he has some nice damage. But everybody, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, make sure to subscribe and like button. Make sure to go over and follow the Instagram. Tells you a lot about my MCOC account and my channel. Make sure to comment new videos you want to see. I'm always looking for new ones. And yeah, if you want to watch more of me, I post every day at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So yeah, yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. See you guys later.